Hey vloggers, and welcome back to another episode of Captured by Cameron. We are here at Disney Springs for yet another French onion soup tasting. We are moving right along. I was able to snag a reservation at the T-Rex restaurant, which I'm very excited about because that is our next stop for our French onion soup tasting across Disney property. So I am thinking about, though, things I've never done at Disney because I feel like I've done a lot. Never been to T-Rex, and also I'm staring across the pond here. Let me flip you around. I've also never done paddlefish, and there does appear to be a rooftop bar. Now, it is a very chilly evening, so I do not know if it's open. I mean, it must be, but I'm staring across, I don't see a lot of people up there, so I think that could be fun. We have an hour to kill. Okay, vloggers, we are on our way over to the paddlefish to go see if it is an option to sit outside. I see literally nobody up there, but we're gonna give it a try because I've never been and I kind of want to go. I do see people in the windows upstairs, so hopefully that's a good sign. Hey vloggers, we are in luck. We are on our way. Whoa. We are on our way up to the top of the paddlefish here. I'm so excited because I've never been here, and when I walked in, can I just tell you, it smelled incredible. I have to come back to try the food here, but tonight it is just drinks. So, well, a drink while we wait for our reservation. Let's go check it out. Thank you. You guys, we did it. We are here on the upper deck lounge. I don't know what it's called here at the Paddlefish. And it was not on the menu, but there was an espresso martini. I did ask the waitress, and she was very thrilled to make one because she said that she had brewed some fresh espresso and no one has ordered an espresso martini all night. I would assume because it's not on the menu, but here we are. It looks very nice and delicious. I got it without cream as always. So we're gonna do a little first taste impressions here. It's very espresso forward, which is my preference. I wanna really taste the espresso. And this is very a full-bodied espresso martini here. Now it is pretty great because I do have a perfect view of the T-Rex restaurant. Let me flip you around here. As you guys can see far yonder, this is actually a really great view, you guys. I would imagine in the summertime when it's hot at night, this is like the place to be. Alas, it is probably almost high 50s. It is pretty chilly right now. And luckily the mic is here to take away any of the wind sounds, but it is really windy as well. You can probably see, yeah, you can see the trees behind us kind of going with the breeze. I am so excited to try out T-Rex. Honestly, I have been wanting to try it out for a while, and the fact that this is one of the stops for the French onion soup tour is really working in my favor. Now let's do some research and find out where the remainder of our French onion soup tour will be. Now, like I said in the previous video, again, I will link that down below, that there is, I think, only 8 stops on our tour. So let's do some research and see where the other 6 are. Okay, so here's what we have for the lineup. So I think we're missing one on this list. So do please comment down below if there's one that's missing. But we have Chefs de France. We've got Steakhouse 71, which I didn't realize had French onion soup. We have the Grand Floridian Cafe, of course, the Yachtsman Steakhouse. We got T-Rex, the Turf Club Bar and Grill, and Be Our Guest Restaurant. Now tonight we are checking off T-Rex. And in the previous video, we did check off the Turf Club Bar and Grill over at Saratoga Springs. So you guys, I think we are chugging right along here. I have an idea, you guys. The next video, well, maybe not the next video, but the next video in the series, I think we do Steakhouse 71, Grand Floridian Cafe, and Chefs de France in one sweep because it's all accessible by monorail. Yeah. We'll do a 3-in-1. I think we can do the Grand Flo and Steakhouse 71 without a reservation, but we'll make a Chefs de France reservation just to be safe. But you guys, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. After that, we'll only have a couple more. Now, my only concern is Be Our Guest Restaurant, I think, is a fixed menu. So I do believe when you go, you have to have an appetizer, a entree, and a dessert. Now, I could be wrong, but I'm like 99% sure that's how that goes. I have been there before. I actually went right before Hurricane Irma, which was like 5 years ago. I don't remember the French onion soup. I definitely got it. I just don't recall it. But I think now it is a one price and you get all three courses. So maybe we'll save that for maybe a little special time. I do know the Yachtsman Steakhouse is a little on the fancy side, but the other three, I think we can knock out in literally one good sweep. Do look out for that video. I will obviously add it to the playlist as we move along here, testing out all the French onion soups on Walt Disney World property and trying to find out which one is the best. So I'm going to finish this espresso martini. Our reservation is in just about 15 minutes. We will head down to T-Rex and we'll give this French onion soup a try. Okay, vloggers, we have just finished up over at the Paddlefish. It was delicious. Now I do want to come back here because it smells so good and it was so fun outside. Maybe another time during the day when it's a little bit warmer outside. While we wait for our reservation to call, I figured we would come inside to the little gift shop area. As you can see, this is quite a large gift shop. Oh, Build a Dino by Build-A-Bear. That's cute. And we got some toys here. It is giving major Rainforest Cafe vibes here. I wonder if it's the same company. Not quite sure. Little photo op. Oh, and as you can see, there is a little children's play area over here. It kind of reminds me of the Dino Dig over at Disney's Animal Kingdom that your kids can play in while they wait for the table to be called. Okay, we are seated here at T-Rex. And as you can see, we have some Jurassic Discoveries. Really good looking menu, honestly. And on the back, we do see some drink options. All right, you guys, we are taking a look over here at the drink menu. Now, I was thinking of red wine because I feel like red wine pairs the nicest with French onion soup. Oh, I do see we got the white wine, rosé, sparkling. For red, we do have the a Cabernet Sauv, a Merlot, and a Pinot Noir. Oh, for rosé, we do have a Hampton Water, which is one of my favorites. But do we do a wine? Sorry, the dinosaur is very loud. Or do we do something fun? I don't know if you can hear that right now because I have the mic on, but dinosaur noises are being made all around me. Now, okay, there's a sangria, which is a little more fun than just regular wine. We've got a Cat 5. We have a Caveman Punch. We have a Journey to the Center of the Earth. Well, no, it's called Journey to the Center. It's rum. It's like a Long Island, but with rum. It's just rum after rum after rum. Triple sec and fruit juice. There's a birthday celebration happening around us. There's the traditional mojito. We've got a lava flow, which is also rum-based. We have a Raptorito, which is obviously tequila-based as a play on margarita. Tropical painkiller, and then, of course, a Sangria Royale. And then we have the wines, and then, of course, beer. What are we thinking? Do we try something fun? Or do we be, not boring, but do we play it safe with the wine? All right, I have to make a decision quick. Maybe it shouldn't be this hard, honestly. I mean, for God's sake, we're at a dinosaur restaurant. I feel like I'm in the middle of the prehistoric forest. If you can imagine being dropped off on the dinosaur ride at Disney's Animal Kingdom in the middle of the ride track, this is what it feels like. I mean, there's a lot of vegetation, a lot of dinosaur animatronics everywhere, and you really do feel a part of the prehistoric times. This is crazy. It's crazy that I'm here alone, okay? I don't want any judgment. But we're here for one reason only, the French onion soup, to see how it stands up to the rest across Walt Disney World property. Now, I do think this is a fun place, though. If you have children, I would recommend coming here, as it's very immersive. And I do think maybe I'll just start with a wine. I'll be boring. We'll do a wine. And then maybe we'll get a little more crazy as we go along, but let's do a red wine. Should we do Cab Sauv? We're definitely not doing a Merlot. Yeah, this shouldn't be that hard, you guys. All right, we're gonna grow up. We're gonna do a Cab Sauv with ice because that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a Cab Sauv with ice to start, and then maybe we'll get a little bit crazier with the drinks because there are some cool drinks on here. You guys, something's happening amongst us. I don't know what it is. I think it might be the meteor shower. Not the meteor shower. Yeah, the meteor shower. It got really dark. Oh, things are happening all around us. I told you this is like being on the dinosaur ride at Disney's Animal Kingdom. Just except you can eat and drink. I will call him Seth the Stegosaurus. He's a little bit nervous because the meteor shower is happening, and as you can see, he does have a friend over here. Thank goodness, you guys. Seth did make it through just fine. Okay, you guys, I can confirm that was in fact a meteor shower. My waiter did confirm it. He did say it happened every 20 minutes and that something new occurs in every nook and cranny of the restaurant, and to definitely get up and take a look, which we will do. Because the bathrooms are located in the ice cave. Okay, vloggers, we did just order Cab Sauv with a side of ice, and then I got the French onion soup as the starter. The prices are not bad at all compared to a lot of other restaurants across property, and especially here at Disney Springs. Our wine did just get delivered. As you can see here, we do have the Cabernet Sauv, and of course, as requested, a side of ice. Now I will be pouring that inside. I'm sitting next to the noisiest neighbors. Let me get this wine situation figured out. No, the judgment is welcome, but it's not preferred, so keep your comments to yourself. $15 for a glass here, $60 for the bottle. Now, Josh Cab tastes the exact same. Run you about $12.99 a bottle, so let's just remember that here. But we are here for the full experience. I'm thinking perhaps I should come here for my birthday because the birthday celebration seemed very lit. Hey, you guys. So the French onion soup did just arrive. Now, it doesn't look great. I'm just going to be honest with you. Compared to what we did experience at the Turf Club, where the presentation was absolutely gorgeous. The cheese covered the entire top. It was in a crock. Now, this is served in a bucket, which is unique to this restaurant. However, it just doesn't look that appetizing. Let me give you a closer look here. So as you can see, we do have the cheese not edge to edge, which is fine. It's not saying that's not good, but it's not looking as appetizing as our Turf Club French onion soup. Now, remember, flavor is a huge part of this, as well as onions and bread. So you never know where this will land. Let's go ahead and dive on in. We are going to get our first little go. It does have like 2 little toasted baguettes, which are my preferred bread. However, there's not enough cheese. I can already tell off the bat there's just not enough cheese. The broth does look good though. It looks nice, deep in colors. It smells great. So let's go ahead and take a taste here. It is good in flavor, a little salty. It's not bad. It really isn't bad. Oh, it's not a bad broth at all. But there just doesn't seem to be enough, like, things in here. Like, if you guys remember, I'll pop in the video here of the French onion soup at the Turf Club. As I stirred it around, there was so much inside. Like, the ratios were perfect. As I stir it around, we're not seeing everything that like we did see in the Turf Club French onion soup. There's a lot of liquid and not a lot of content. All right, so we are going to be trying now the bread. Yes, as I expected, the bread is better than the Turf Club bread because it does look like it's a toasted baguette, and it looks like there's 2 on top. And as I dig through here, there's like barely any onions, and when there are, they're very like, they're not cooked enough. when I scoop my spoon through, this is what I'm seeing. It's not enough. It's not that. And I don't think it's gonna rank the worst. Please hold while the meteor shower goes by. And hopefully we survive. Okay, perfect, it's over. So, as I keep eating it, you guys, it's really good. I'm being picky. It is actually very good. With a French onion soup, or an FOS, a FOS, if you will, because at the top of the crock needs to be a little bit smaller. That way we can have bread on top, same amount of bread. 2 sliced baguettes on top, as you can see. Here's one of them here. If it was a smaller opening at the top, they could sit next to each other, and then we could spread the cheese on top, and the cheese would cover the entire surface. But because this is such a big opening, it just kind of like, it's a little, the presentation's not great. Another thing that I don't love about some French onion soups is that like the cheese is gonna ball and like lay at the bottom of the soup. Not ideal, but for the cheesy gals out there who can just take one big cheese bite, all the power to you. I just like, once I cut up the top with the bread, parts of the cheese will fall apart and I can eat that with the bread portion. But again, we're seeing one big cheese lump. Again, not bad, just not what I had preferred. But of course, we're going right down the hatch with the cheese ball. It's not a 5, but it's close. It's not bad, you guys. It's not bad. That is 2 French onion soups down. 6 or 5 to go, I'm not sure. One of my lists said there was 8, one of my lists said there was 7, so we'll see. Wow, you guys, we are in the ice cave area of the restaurant, headed to the restrooms, but it's actually a lot cooler in here. Could be a placebo, not quite sure. A little crystal action happening. I'm gonna finish up here, pay the bill, and then maybe we go over to Wine Bar George to get our thoughts collected. I'll get all of the information laid out. We will do the final scoring of the French onion soup here today so we can figure out how it compares to the Turf Club and how it's going to stand up to a lot of other restaurants across Disney property. So yeah, I'll finish up my wine here, pay the bill, and then I'll see you after that. All right, you guys, we just finished over at T-Rex trying out the French onion soup. All right, you guys, we just finished over at T-Rex trying out, of course, the second French onion soup on our journey to find the best French onion soup on Walt Disney World property. Now, with flavors fresh in mind, we are headed over to Wine Bar George to have a glass of wine, break it all down, and discuss where this lies and falls upon the rest of the French onion soups at Walt Disney World property. Now, of course, we've only tried 2, but this is important for French onion soups to come. So let's go find out how it ranks. It's good. Anyway, most importantly, we are here to discuss the final results of the French onion soup over at the T-Rex. So, as always, the results will be showing up on the screen here, and the results are in. So, all right, of course, as always, same credentials as before, starting with the broth. Now, broth was a 4.7. It was delicious, but it was very salty. I found myself grabbing my water extra as I did move through the broth. The cheese, as you know, I was a little disappointed in. I gave it a 2.9 out of 5. Now, it wasn't awful, but it also wasn't the best. It was one of those cheeses that fell apart, clumped at the bottom of the soup. The bread, of course, did gain a higher score than the one previous at a 3.7. Now, this was 2 baguettes toasted to perfection. Unfortunately, because of the way the bowl was shaped, it didn't cover the entire surface, and that's why it landed at 3.7 out of 5. Now, the onions, of course, as you know, I didn't love, giving those a 2.4 out of 5. There wasn't enough, and it was a little crunchy, which has no business being a French onion soup. Now, you guys, total out of a possible 20, we're looking at a 13.7. Now, I had higher hopes, but unfortunately, compared to our last at the Turf Club, it it did not compete. So you guys, thanks again for tuning in to find out which ratatouille soup does reign supreme here at the Walt Disney World Resort. Please, please, please hit that subscribe button, hit the like, smash that notification bell so you don't miss the next video. Thank you so much for tuning along, and we will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.